is the screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Right. Should we start now? Okay.
Yes, started.
Okay. Thank you so much, my Toastmasters and guests. I will be acting as a for tonight, so I would like to explain to you about the house rules for our meeting for tonight. So first, be on time because thank you so much for joining on time and also earlier for this meeting because this meeting was open 15 minutes before the meeting starts at 7. And let's follow the time given in the agenda. So later, Mr. Alvin will be sharing the agenda in the chat box. So make sure you download it and read it, and so follow the agenda. And then the second rule is identify yourself properly, because if you are a VPM, so we want to know you better so that we can address you directly, so we will not be mistaken that, oh, you are a guest or you are Toastmaster from other club. So for other club, if you are Toastmasters from other club, you can rename yourself in the Zoom name VTM, and then dash your name and then your club. And then if you are guest, please put your name as G and then your name. Then and make sure to turn on your camera if you are comfortable and it's possible for you, so that we know your beauty and handsome faces, so that we are having together with our beautiful faces. Thank you so much, and keep your microphone on mute whenever you are not speaking. When it is your turn to speak, just remember to unmute your microphone. And then the last one, be fully present and have fun. Pay attention and participate actively. Use the chat box to leave any feedbacks or encouragements to the speakers. And I hope you have a good time in SCBD Toastmasters. And if you have any question, let me know, or the other ESCO members know, that we can address the answer for you. So without further ado, I would like to give the control to our president.
Thank you, Toastmaster Agung, and happy morning, everyone. Hello, hello. It's very nice to see you all again in this Friday. So we know that recently the world is not going well. Yeah, we had a lot of bad news. We had a lot of not so good climate, and a lot of people got sick, especially my friends. But I hope you all here are very healthy, and I hope you are going to enjoy this humble meeting. Then you're going to get inspired, and you're going to have fun, and then your immune system is going to get better, and then you will be able to face the world better for the next day and the next day and the next day. Now, I see a lot of you here are very eager to hear our speakers and our sessions tonight. But for the benefit of new joiner, I would like to share a little bit about what is Toastmaster International. So, let me start. Welcome first, once again, to the SCBD Toastmasters Club. So, to put it simply, Toastmaster International is a non-profit or educational organization that focuses on leadership and public speaking. We are actually a huge organization with more than 300,000 members that spread across 149 countries, and they are all our family. And what makes Toastmasters special is that you get to choose. As a member, you get to choose one of this pathway. So you can pick whatever subject that interests you the most and then continue to learning it until you master it. For example, I'm taking the dynamic leadership because I'm interested in leadership roles. But my friends here, some choose strategic relationship, engaging humor, persuasive influence, and so on and so forth. And once you finish your level 1, you are eligible to join any competition that Toastmaster provided. So there's going to be a lot of more experience for you. Now that's about Toastmaster International. About SCBD itself, we are a simple, humble family, community, organization that focuses on three things. First, we provide equal opportunity for everyone to self-develop. We provide a safe space to learn public speaking and leadership, and we provide a lot of networking opportunities for everyone that interested. And we have this meeting every Friday from 7 to 9, but I will announce it later after the session has ended about our offline meeting and hybrid meeting schedules. Okay, if you are interested to know more, don't hesitate to contact us via WhatsApp, via Gmail, or through our Instagram account. Our exco will be happy to assist you to answer every question that you have. Now, with the power vested on me as the club president, I hereby begin this meeting with a clap. So, without further ado, let me share the stage to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Alvin. Please, Toastmaster Alvin.
Thank you, Mr. President Toastmaster Salman. Yay! Guys, please unmute yourself and repeat after me. Happy morning!
Happy morning!
Happy morning!
Morning.
Happy morning!
Morning,
Thank you.
everyone.
Still stay on mute. Still open your microphone. I will have a quick mathematics lesson. Please answer. Yeah, if you can. 5 plus 5 is
10.
you did it well. Nice start. Then 15 plus 5 is
20.
okay. This become harder. 25, right? 25 plus 5. What is it?
30.
30. It's thirsty. Yeah. One more mathematical lesson. 35 plus 5. This is harder. What is it?
40.
40? 40? Are you sure? The answer is
Curious.
35 plus 5 is 40.
40.
40.
Okay.
Right. Thank you for your willing to learn. We always learn, right? In the meantime, we always learn. So this is what I keep doing every day, trying to do jokes. Sometimes I'll be funny, sometimes not. How about today? I don't know. But if you keep doing it, probably in barely minimum, you will still get your goals sooner or later. And that is our theme for today is tiny steps still take you there, right? Tiny steps. You make tiny steps, that's okay. You're still better than people that's sitting on the couch, right? And what is our word of the day? It is fortitude. Can you repeat it? Fortitude.
Fortitude.
Okay. Thank you. Please use it as much as you can. It means that the courage shown by somebody who is suffering great pain or facing great difficulties, right? The similarity is like bravery or courage. That is quietly the same, the synonym. So it is the word of the day, fortitude. Please use it to enrich your vocabulary, right? And our agenda, we have 3 main agenda: prepare speech, 5 to 7 minutes for the members. Table topic speaker will be 1 to 2 minutes in the second session. And the last is speech evaluation, 2 to 3 minutes for still for members. Table topic speaker will be for everyone. You can do it. And let's move on to the evaluation team. We have Toastmaster Donna as our general evaluator. And please, Toastmaster Donna, introduce your team.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy morning, everyone. So, thank you, our Toastmaster of the meeting. So, I'm Donna. I'm going to be acting as General Evaluator tonight. So, my role for tonight is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. But I am not alone. I am here, right here, with a strong brigade that I'd like to introduce. That is the evaluation team. So I'd like to welcome our grammarian, Toastmaster Deta. Is she here?
Yeah, I'm here, Toastmaster Donna. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Teta, and tonight I'll be acting as a grammarian. So basically, I will try to find some grammar errors in speeches and in table topic session, and I will try to note all of those error, and I will try to fix the error, and I will try to give the evaluation by the end of the session. That's all from me, I think, and back to you, TM Donna.
All right. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Deta. And now I'd like to introduce our timer. Is our timer here?
Yes, Toastmaster Donna.
All right. Can you come up, please? It's still Toastmaster Uyun. Welcome. Screen is yours.
Happy morning, everyone. My name is Uyun, and as you see from my name here, I am the timer. My role will be to time every speech from the prepared speech, table topic speech, and evaluation speech. For the prepared speech, every speaker has 5 to 7 minutes. Sorry, I cannot display my background yet, but later when it's green, then prepared speaker has passed 5 minutes, and when it's yellow, 6 minutes, and for red, it has passed 7 minutes and means that the speaker only has 30 seconds to wrap up. And for the table topic speaker, later you will be separated to 2 rooms. Sorry, Toastmaster Alvin will be the timer on the other room when I am not there.
Me.
Who?
I will be there. Me, Alvin.
Oh, Toastmaster Alvin. Okay. So if later in the breakout room, you cannot find me, then please find Toastmaster Alvin and please pin him or me, because you only have 1 to 2 minutes. It's very short if you want to talk more a lot. So when it's green, it means that you have passed 1 minute. Yellow means that you have passed 1 minute 30 seconds, and when it's red, it means that you have passed 2 minutes and you have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. All right, table topic speakers, please join the session. And for the evaluation speaker, you only have 2 to 3 minutes. 2 for green, 2 minutes and 30 seconds for yellow, and 3 minutes for red background. All right, please pay attention to the time signal that I will change, because you are not eligible to be voted if you are over time or you are like below the minimum time. So please speak within the allocated time. All right, please enjoy the session. Back to you, Toastmaster Donna.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. Next, we have the A and WOD counter. I'd like to introduce myself. So, as AWOD counter, I will be wary and noticing your ahs, and other supporting sounds that you need when you're thinking, when you're still forming your words. And I'll also count the word of the day, which is fortitude and strength. Okay, so that's my role for AWOD counter. Next up, we have our ballot counter, Toastmaster Cindy from Polonia, please.
Thank you so much, Professor Donna. I am Cindy, the ballot counter. I am responsible to count the votes and report the result at the end of the meeting. The voting should be held in three categories, with first, most favorite topic speaker, second, most favorite speaker, and third, most favorite evaluator. So don't forget to cast your vote and see you at the Hall of Fame. Back to you, Toastmaster meeting.
Okay, so that's it from the GE team. I'd like to give it back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Alvin, please.
Alright, thank you, Toastmaster Donna, the evaluation team that will make you better every single week today. So without evaluation team, we just people talking each other, don't know what to be better at, right? Just talking, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're good at this, or you have to improve at that. That is evaluation team. For me, that is my favorite part of Toastmaster. Now, my fellow Toastmaster and guests, let's come to the main session. Da-da-da! The prepared speech session. First speaker is Toastmaster Ayu. She will deliver her number 3 speech in Toastmaster. What is the detail of her project? Let's call the evaluator Toastmaster Agung. Will explain and introduce Toastmaster Ayu. Toastmaster Agung, screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Alvin. I'd like to introduce Toastmaster Ayu. Toastmaster Ayu, are you ready? I just want to check.
Yes.
All right, great. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we'll be witnessing the speech from Toastmaster Ayu. Her speech is about vocal variety and body language. So the purpose for this project is for her to practice using vocal variety and body language to enhance her speech and to be the next level for her speech then. So without further ado, let's welcome Toastmaster Ayu with the title Don't Take Anything Personally. Don't take anything personally. Toastmaster Ayu, the screen is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Your report are trash. Who gonna work with you? Which university are you graduated from? Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests. I used to hear that statement back then when I worked in consulting from my ex-toxic, verbally abusive boss. Harsh? Yes. Crazy? Absolutely. Mentally destroying? Yes, it was. If I agreed with what he said to me, the rest of my life I'll always believe that I'm incompetent, I'm not going to be someone, and I'm not going to be expert in my work. Imagine this. You are on the street and someone yelling at you, "You are stupid." What would you do? We tend to believe about what people say to us than what we say to ourselves. The point is not who is yelling to you or why they're yelling to you. The problem is, are you agreed with what they say about it? Are you agreed that you're stupid? Are you agreed that you are incompetent? Or are you agreed that you are not going to be someone? As soon as you are agreed with what people say to you, it's going to be poison to your mind. You will be incapable of looking the best part of yourself.
as Asians, we are taught to listen to others, especially if it is positive one, it's good. But if it is negative, it's gonna destroy you. Nothing other people do is because of you, but it's more because of them. Let's say someone say, you look so fat. And actually, the reality is not projecting you are fat, but it's projecting that they are insecure on themselves. So don't take it everything personally. We live in different background, different religion, different upbringing. So you cannot control what others think about you. Have you ever heard that hurt people? It's true. Because as a human, we cannot store the emotion. We have to dumping somewhere else. There are 3 things that I want to share with you why you don't have to take everything personally. First, you cannot control what other people say about you. What you can control is what on your mind. You cannot control if someone having a bad day. You cannot control if someone having a financial issues. We never know. What we can control is ourselves, our mind. So don't let get it into you. Every negative thing, don't let get it into you. Don't take anything personally. The second one, don't define yourself based on one thing in a moment. We try to define. Back then, I always define myself as my work. And when my career falling apart, I destroy myself. I mean, I lost my confidence. I lost everything because I define myself as my career. But actually, our career, our family is just part of our life. It's not our whole life. So don't define yourself in one moment in life. Yourself is more than that. And the last one is human body are not designed to store emotion. So we have to dumping it somewhere else. Some people are very good at dumping their emotion in a positive attitude. For example, working out, going to the gym, running 5 kilos like me. Or unfortunately, most of people overflowing their emotion to other people. The hurting people, they say bad about people, or the heart make people feel bad about themselves. So whatever people do, whatever people say to you in a negative thing, don't take it personally. Because as soon as you take it personally, it's gonna destroy you. But if you don't take it personally, you will be immune for every suffering in life. As bad as my ex-boss said that I'm incompetent, I choose to disagree. I choose not to take everything personally, but I progress gradually. This is the one message from the book of the 4 agreements that I very recommended you to read. Because in the working environment like today, it is very hell. Under pressure is everywhere. A lot of people burning out. So I hope every bad thing that happened to you, don't take it personally. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you. Wow, don't take anything personally. I like that part. Thank you, Toastmaster Ayu. So inspiring that we know that human brain can store emotional thing, right? So we need to dump it somewhere else. What inspiring story by Toastmaster Ayu. That is how I love Toastmaster. New lesson every single week. Now let's move on to the second speaker. Who is our second speaker? Our second speaker is Toastmaster Septi. She will deliver project number 7 in the Toastmaster. What is the detail of her project? It will be explained by her evaluator, Toastmaster Andika. Toastmaster Andika, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Tom. So happy morning, everyone. Tonight, we are going to listen to our next speaker, Toastmaster Septi. She is delivering the Dynamic Leadership Pathway, and this is her Level 2 P1 project. It is called Understanding Your Leadership Style. So this speech will identify her primary leadership style, and we're going to find out. So without further ado, Toastmaster Septi, win mindset. Win mindset, Toastmaster Septi.
Could I have a slide, please? My fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, I'm totally sure you are absolutely familiar with these leaders. Let us take a look. The first one, Arianna Huffington, and then Bill Gates. Next, Donald Trump. Next, Joko Widodo. Next, Dato Sri Tahir. You have seen some leaders on the screen. According to those, I wanted to know, please type number 1 in the chat box if you agree that being a leader entails having a position in an organization. Please type number 1 in the chat box if you agree that being a leader entails having a position in an organization. 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me take a look. Yeah. Thank you for your time in responding. Next slide, please. Septi. It seems like coordinator is needed here because there's someone type number 1. Ho, ho, ho. However, she is still ongoing. Ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, position is not the most essential part to become a leader, but it indeed strengthens our status as leaders. Leader or leadership conveys about personality and character. You, me, all of us are leaders. Toastmaster informed me there are 8 types of leadership style. The next slide, please. They are bureaucratic leadership, and then democratic leadership. Next. Authoritative leadership, altruistic leadership. Next. Innovative leadership, coaching leadership. Next. Evaluative leadership and pace setting. Next slide. How about her? What's her leadership style? Toastmaster provides me quizzes to help me determine my leadership style. It turned out that my leadership style is a combination of authoritative, democratic, and innovative styles. Well, if you do surfing on Google, you will find that Bill Gates exemplifies as an authoritarian, and former President Trump exemplifies the democratic style. Then I was curious about how it related to my own personal experience. When I dig deeper to see the details and analyze what kinds of situations support these 3 leadership styles, I find them. I recognize that I do not use this in every situation, but I do so based on the environment that I'm in, the people I work with or deal with, and the roles I perform. Leadership style, in my point of view, is determined by the type of situation we have or we encounter. For example, during discussion time, I like to use authoritative styles, where always enthusiastic and dominant in order to lead the discussion. Then in some way, I implement a democratic style that encourages others to express their opinions or ideas, particularly in order to discover ways to solve the problem, which means that innovative leadership style emerges. From this, you see, I could even implement 3 styles at the same time. And for other example, in different situations, in particular moment, when we are under pressure and working towards tight deadlines, I'd most like to use authoritative styles. Here, I try to simplify. Then I found out that in order to acknowledge our leadership styles, we should have win mindset. I name it win mindset, where win mindset is an acronym of what I need mindset. I mean that if we adjust our behavior with leadership in it, we surely can optimize the expectation toward condition. We are either in finance, business development, or marketing department, or we are figuring it out as a staff, assistant manager, board director, or so forth. It would vary. Finally, I wanted to emphasize 3 points that we must consider in order to address our leadership style. Still, you remember them? They are environment, people, and roles. My fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, I'd like to reiterate that you, me, all of us are leaders. And it starts with how we lead ourselves first and mindful of win mindset. What I need mindset. Why I say so? Because of win mindset, we could still become ourselves to win, to ace any conditions with our style of leadership. Thank you. The stage is back to you, Toastmaster of Meeting.
Hooray! Toastmaster Septi just finished Level 1 Project 2, Understanding Leadership Style. That is very important project in Toastmaster, right? Yeah, very engaging and interesting. Also, cool slide from Toastmaster Septi, how she chose the color, blue color, very relaxing in the eye. And what I need mindset. That's win mindset from Toastmaster Septi. Once again, congratulations. You did a good job. Now, one more speaker on the stage. One more speaker on the stage. He will be delivered on path number 4. Number 4 pathways. Wow. He will deliver his very first speech in this pathway. Number 4 pathways. The detail of the project will be explained by his evaluator, Toastmaster Salman. Will introduce Toastmaster Garda, our one more speaker. Toastmaster Garda, the screen is yours.
You mean me, yeah? Toastmaster Alvin. Hello, everyone. Tonight, the soon-to-be distinguished Toastmaster Garda is going to give us an amazing icebreaker speech. So the purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Garda to introduce himself for the 4th time, but there's always something new. and to learn the basic structure of a public speech. So, Toastmaster Garda, stage is yours. Sorry, title is Catapult. Toastmaster Garda, the screen is yours.
All right, thank you. But before I start, that was such a false advertisement. Not to be, I'm not aiming for that now. Okay, but before I start, is my voice clearly audible? Because I was having a technical issue with the internet connection earlier. Okay.
Yes, you're clear.
Okay, so all of you nodded, so I hope that is okay. You home, go in your room and study for your homework, okay? My fellow Southeast Asian, do you remember that one particular moment when we were a kid? When we just got home and our parents told us to do our homework instantly right after we arrived home. Or maybe in your school, your teacher told you, come on kids, study hard because you need to pass your exam. Our childhood had so many external forces that put us to strive for excellence. But at the same time, we tend to forget that our childhood was supposed to fill with a lot of joyful feelings and memories. And that was also supposed to be the time for us to have a lot of playtime. Don't you think so? I still remember when I was a kid, I hit my friend with a block of wood. Okay, don't do that, okay? I intendedly hit that. But I had also tried another thing. Like, for example, do you still remember a rubber band and you tried to pull like a string and, you know, maybe your friend told you, come on, pull hard, pull hard. Because you want to hit the target so perfectly that you need to pull that rubber band and release it to give an external force. Growing up as a normal person, and of course, as a normal kid, my childhood memories, when those external forces happened or were meant to happen, I learned a lot on how to strive for those excellence, particularly in academic field. I worked really hard to study hard and also to pass the exam. Well, not to brag, but I graduated as a straight A student, and I also graduated as amongst one of the top 5, the best graduate from my faculty. But deep down inside, I felt that I missed one vital experience that I need to have during my childhood. And that was the moment to suffer from failure. You see, particularly us as Indonesians, we had a very supportive environment to grow, but at the same time, we were forced to be a great person, but we were not taught on how to learn from our mistakes. And 2 years ago, I did experience that, the failure of my life. Even though that I graduated with a good grade and I was okay with my previous job at that time, but at the same time, I felt that I was lost, particularly in determining my future path. I resigned from my job. I was lost in between, and I couldn't feel, and I couldn't find a sense of direction on where to go. I struggled a lot and suffered from that failure. I thought that maybe this was the end for me. Maybe I had nowhere to go. But sometimes it reminded me of that one particular experience during my childhood when I played with that rubber band. I pulled that hard and tried to hit that target. because it gave me a sense of fortitude. It taught me that from that natural force, in order to push forward, it is actually okay to take one step back, just like that catapult. So, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of where you are at the present time, whether you are failing at one subject, or maybe you're suffering from your working environment, or maybe you're already successful at what you are doing at the moment. Whenever we face that hardship and whenever we encounter that failure that might happen at any time in our life, you need to remember that it is definitely okay to take a break or even take one step back to have a wider perspective and a bigger picture, because that is the moment when you can decide on how to push yourself forward even better than before, just like that catapult. I learned from that experience, and here I am. I learned from my mistakes. I already find a clarity on how to determine my future path, and hopefully this is the right way. And if I can do it, I believe that so can you. So find your own catapult, and believe me, you are one step closer to reach for your goal. Back to you, Tom.
Right. Let's give a round of applause for Toastmaster Garda. Let's find your catapult, take a step back. What a great analogy. Probably you can jump higher, can bounce back, and be better. So you can do it too. All right, that is the last speaker of prepared speech session. Already the time report by Toastmaster Uyun. Okay, everyone is eligible. Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun, and please Toastmaster Cindy to post the voting link in the chat box so we can. Hello, Toastmaster Cindy. All right, there it is. The ballot link in the chat box. Let's vote your most favorite speaker today. Use your vote, right? Exercise your decision making. Who will you choose? Who will you like better, right? Making decision is also part of learning process, right? Because sometimes we found harder to make a decision. Just exercise yourself and put your best decision for tonight. Okay, now that is our first session. Then we move on to our second session is everyone's session, table topic session. Yoo-hoo! Can I hear some yoo-hoo?
Woohoo! Wee-hee! Yahoo! Wow! Amazing!
Yeah, thank you. Tonight, we have 2 breakout rooms for table topic. Each of them will be on 25 minutes. The first table topic room will be led by Toastmaster Sari, and the second room will be led by Toastmaster Hanny as a table topic master. And after 25 minutes, you will back here, getting one winner and battle each other. Battle, right? So please remind table topic master in last 2 minutes, please cast your ballot, and the last 1 minute announce the winner and come back to the main room. Okay, are you ready, Toastmaster Sari and Toastmaster Hanny?
Yes, of course.
All right, I will open the room. I will counting from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open all rooms.
Morning, everyone. Just allow me to have a quick introduction about myself. My name is Sari, and I will be your table topic master for tonight. So I bet, okay, since we have a guest here, so I will quick explain a bit about how we run the table topic session. So basically, I will give you a statement that you should need to elaborate more based on your experience or your personal values, and you should give the speech within 1 to 2 minutes. So our timer in this room is Toastmaster Alvin. So make sure you put your attention to Toastmaster Alvin. Yet you need to focus on your speech as well. So I will share my screen first. Okay, can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so I will choose 7 participant. Am I right, Toastmaster Alvin?
Yes.
Yeah, seven participants to join our table topic session for the next 20 minutes. So I will choose the lucky number 1. I think from guess, soon to be Toastmaster Desi Natalia. Are you up for this challenge?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I would like to try.
Okay. Okay. I forget to explain about the word of the day. Our word of the day is fortitude. So don't forget to use it as much as you can. So soon to be Toastmaster Desi, here's your statement. Soon to be Toastmaster Desi, what is your definition of courage?
Okay. Oh, it's surprising because I'm the first time. So maybe I would like to see any participant, but yeah, hey, I would like to try. So for me, the courage itself, it means that we can do what we want to do. I mean, like, it's like a freedom to do whatever we believe, based that align with our values. Yeah, I think for me, the words that comes on my mind just like that word. So it means that no matter what people say about you, you don't really care about it because you feel that it's a right thing to do. So yeah, even though it's just against the world, as long as you are sure, you believe in yourself, then no matter what happens, it's just, yeah, I mean, like, it's courage for me, the meaning. So for me, the fortitude itself, if I need to insert it to my speech, it means that yeah, the fortitude itself, yeah, I think it's just the suffering itself, even though that we take wrong decision, yeah, mostly that people don't like that we should take the decision. Maybe it causes you suffering, but just hold on. As long as we can do it, we are sure that it's the right options, then I think it will bring us more, yeah, I don't know what to say. I think it will cause us more courage to do the things. Yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, soon to be Toastmaster Desi. I'm also agree with you that the definition of courage is a freedom to do what we believe or think is correct. I agree with you. Thank you so much for your speech. And the next one, I will choose visited Toastmaster Kwayum. Am I correct your name? Am I say your name correctly?
Yeah, you are, and I was not expected to be called upon directly as well. But never mind.
Okay.
I have been summoned, so yeah.
Okay,
Bring
are you
it on.
ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sure. Our second statement is, wait. Okay. Visitor Toastmaster Koyum, can you share the most challenging situation and how did you overcome that situation? Are you ready?
Before that, I would like to say I will not use the word of the day because I don't know the definition of the word.
That's fine.
Right? That should be fine, right?
Yes. That
I
should
would like to request for the timer in the first 30 seconds. Fellow leaders, enthusiast speakers, I believe that every single shoes that we wear every single days, it makes a lot of differences. We encounter a lot of things. It may be a challenge for every single one of us. It may be an opportunity for certain, and it may be a reason why it happens. And for me, the worst thing that ever happens to me, and I always bring it around, which is the failure leaders. I used to be who are like Toastmaster Salman today, which is the club president. I used to be. And that's happened when I was in my university years. I break my promise to all my immediate past presidents, to all my past presidents, by saying that I am going to make the club as a president distinguished, but I did not manage to get it. Instead, I only get 3 out of 10. And yeah, truth to be told, I was depressed, I was stressed. I cut off all my communications to all of my area director, to my division director, and even worse, to all my own friend who are Toastmasters at the same time. And yeah, how do I overcome that challenge? And how do I still standing here today speaking to all of you? To me, I take it as a lesson to learn, as a thing to remember.
I think Toastmaster Koyum is lagging, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we wait another seconds waiting? Okay, I think we should move. Okay, yeah. Hi, Toastmaster Koyum.
Am I?
Yes, you are audible and visible now, but before you are lagging. Perhaps you can continue your speech today and now.
And that's make me feels like it's okay to fail, and it's also okay for us to restart. Fellow enthusiast speakers, ladies and gentlemen, what have you done today and failed? Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kayum. Definitely, I'm definitely agree with you because failure is part of our life. But the most important thing is what we learn from that failure. Yeah, thank you so much. So the next one, I will choose guess Philip. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Can you turn on your camera and up for this challenge?
Yeah, actually, I'm not having my camera right now because yeah, I have external camera, but I don't bring it. I forgot to bring it.
Oh, okay, that's never mind. Do you want to try this challenge?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So the next statement or question. Okay. Guess Philip, do you know Meghan Markle? Before I ask you this.
Yeah, I have heard, but I don't know much about Meghan Markle. I just know
Oh, okay.
she's wife of
She is
Prince Harry, right?
who?
She is wife of Prince Harry, right?
Yes, correct. Okay, that's enough, I think. So, guess Philip, if you were Meghan Markle, how do you find courage when facing bad or bad news publication?
Wait, I don't know a lot about Meghan Markle, so I don't know the point of view of Meghan Markle.
Okay, okay, never mind. Okay, I will choose another topic. So, guess Philip, what is the thing that you afraid to achieve? And don't forget to use the word of the day, fortitude. Are you ready now?
All right.
Yes, you are. Okay, the time is now.
Wait, can I see one more time the questions?
I will read it to you, guess Philip. So the statement is, or the question is, what is the thing that you afraid to achieve?
All right.
What is the thing that you afraid to achieve?
Okay, thank you very much for your questions. So what? Okay, so last semester, okay, actually, I'm a student in Jakarta, and right now I'm in the 5th semester. And last semester, I was like afraid to try to achieve like a scholarship like that, because I don't think that I am capable for it. And also the competitors are also very good students. So I don't commit myself, and I just forget it. And now I regret not to take the chance, not to take the opportunity to achieve the scholarships, because you know, like my friend, my friend is just like me, not just like me, like an ordinary students can get the scholarships. So I just amazed. Well, I just miss for my friend. He could achieve that one, and I cannot, just because I don't try. So I regret it until now. So I just want to share for you guys today. Uh, don't be afraid of something that you think you cannot achieve, and just give it a try. And yeah, just keep persistence and keep fortitude. I think that's it for me. From me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guest Philip. So yeah, actually I relate with your story. So this is kind of a reminder for all of us here that if you want to try something, just give it a try. Never mind what is the result, just give it a try.
That's right.
Thank you so much. Okay, the next one, I will ask. Visited Toastmaster.
Yes.
Yes. Are you
Yeah.
up for this challenge? Okay. The next statement is.
By the net of it. Oh, sorry. I'm so
Yeah?
sorry. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Which one scare you most? Asking someone out or doing bungee jumping? So which one does scare you most? Asking someone out or doing bungee jumping? Are you ready, Visitor Toastmasters?
Yes, I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay, the screen is yours.
Okay. So yeah, first of all, thank you so much for this wonderful question, our table topic master. All right, asking someone out and bungee jumping, those two things. So to be honest, both things brings excitement to me, first of all. So yeah, But if I have to choose only one thing among those two, I might choose bungee jumping because for this one is like I feel a little bit less scary than asking someone out. So for me, it's like I'm the person who don't really start that conversation. I'm really bad at that, and I don't really do that even with the very close ones of me. So this is the one thing that I might be really scared and freak out when I have to ask someone out. So imagine how could that be really, you know, difficult to ask someone out because we all are really not really familiar with how to do it, and some steps are really, for me it's like that part is kind of complicated, so I might not dare to touch it. So yeah, bungee jumping might be better, but still that one for me, I am really afraid of height, so for that one would be really scary. But comparing to that, asking someone out, I will just choose bungee jumping happily. So with that, back to you, our table topic master.
Okay, this is really fun. Thank you so much. So we have two things in common actually. I may not asking someone out, and I am afraid of hate. Thank you. Okay, the next one. Who's the lucky one? Yes, Maisha. Now you're smiling. Okay. Are you up for this challenge?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the next question. Do you find difficult to live with uncertainty? Do you find difficult to live with uncertainty? Okay, I think you are ready already. Okay, okay. Guess Maisha, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Mrs. Sari. Actually, from my perspective, I think living with uncertainty is, well, I can say it's kind of it can be exciting, but at the same time it can be frightening because sometimes what you have already planned is they don't actually go as you want it to be, as you plan it to be. But on the contrary, you have to plan for several things in your life, like your goals, your dreams, and etc. So I think it's not, I can say it's not really it's not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing as well. And because sometimes the uncertainty can, lead you to somewhere amazing, somewhere beautiful that, that just happens, that is out of your expectations, but it leads you to many great opportunities maybe. I guess to conclude that living with uncertainty is something, right, not a bad thing, but not also a good thing. So back to you, Mrs. Sari.
Thank you. Yes, Maisha. Yes, I also agree with you that uncertainty kind of not really a good or bad thing, but the most important thing is I think we should prepare or making a plan, or making a plan for our future, so we can make a tiny planning towards and achieve the goals. Thank you so much. So I think we still have time.
One more speaker.
Oh, okay, one more speaker. Okay, so the last lucky. Let's not start him. I think, guess Moose. Are you there?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes, I'm picking the right.
Yeah, I expect that time is over, but all right.
Okay,
I
can
will
you
try,
turn
but
on?
I'm so sorry I cannot turn on my camera. So okay.
Oh, okay, okay, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
since you are the last one, you are the lucky speaker. Okay, so I will give you a statement. Okay. Gasmus, do you believe this statement? Everyone has talent. What is rare is the courage to follow it to the dark places where it leads.
Time is me.
Okay, okay. I bet you already prepare. Okay, the time is now.
Yes. First, I would like to say thank you very much for this great opportunity. Yes, I really believe that our God give everybody talent. So, but depend on whether we will, let's say, like maximize our talent or not. Is it really depend on us? So, what we do is just to looking for our best to achieve whatever our target, because we never know what is the ending of our life. So sometimes, yeah, we don't know exactly what is our future, but what should we do is just focus to our plan and do our best in our lives. Only that. Sorry, thank you.
Thank you so much, Gasmus. Actually,
Yes.
that's quite a good statement, a good closing statement that I believe also everyone has a talent that given to us, and our part is to use it as much as you can for our goals and for our, I mean, society at large, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that the last wrap. And I will ask Toastmaster Alvin for time report. Are the speakers eligible to be voted?
Okay.
We have 6 speakers.
There are 6 speakers and everyone is eligible. Congratulations.
Congratulations. So the next one, okay, Toastmaster Alvin already shared our speaker. So everyone, please choose your favorite table topic speaker by chatting privately to me through Zoom chat, and the winner will take another level for a table topic battle. So please chat your favorite speaker privately to me. Okay, okay. Yeah, very hard to choose. Okay, and I think I will give another 10 seconds for us to vote it, our favorite table topic speaker. Okay.
Please mind the time, yeah. 20 seconds remaining on this room.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, let me count. Okay. The cast ballot done. Okay, let me counting. Okay, okay. We got the winner. The winner, the table topic, the most favorite table topic speaker from room 1 is VCT Toastmaster Kayung. Congratulations! So you moved to another level, VCT Toastmaster Kayung.
Right. So we move to breakout rooms. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. I guess everyone already here. Am I right, Toastmaster Alvin?
Yes, you can start.
Okay, so happy morning, everyone. Just allow me to have a quick introduction about myself. My name is Sari, and I will be your table topic master for tonight. So I bet, okay, since we have a guest here, so I will quick explain a bit about how we run the table topic session. So basically, I will give you a statement that you should need to elaborate more based on your experience or your personal values, and you should give the speech within 1 to 2 minutes. So our timer in this room is Toastmaster Alvin. So make sure you put your attention to Toastmaster Alvin. Yet you need to focus on your speech as well. So I will share my screen first. Okay, can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so I will choose 7 participant. Am I right? Am I right, Toastmaster Alvin?
Yes.
Yeah, seven participants to join our table topic session for the next 20 minutes. So I will choose the lucky number 1. I think from guess soon to be Toastmaster Desi Natalia. Are you up for this challenge?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I would like to try.
Okay. Okay, I forget to explain about the word of the day. Our word of the day is fortitude. So don't forget to use it as much as you can. So soon to be Toastmaster Desi, here's your statement. Soon to be Toastmaster Desi, what is your definition of courage?
Okay. Oh, it's surprising because I'm the first time. So maybe I would like to see any participant, but yeah, hey, I will like to try. So for me, the courage itself, it means that we can do what we want to do. I mean, like it's like a freedom to do whatever we believe, based that align with our values. Yeah, I think for me, the words that comes on my mind just like that word. So it means that no matter what people say about you, you don't really care about it because you feel that it's a right thing to do. So yeah, even though it's just against the world, as long as you are sure you believe in yourself, then no matter what happens, it's just, yeah, I mean, like it's courage for me, the meaning. So for me, the fortitude itself, if I need to insert it to my speech, it means that yeah, the fortitude itself, yeah, I think it's just the suffering itself, even though that we take wrong decision, yeah, mostly that people don't like that we should take the decision. Maybe it causes you suffering, but just hold on. As long as we can do it, we are sure that it's the right options, then I think it will bring us more to the things. Yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, soon to be Toastmaster Desi. I'm also agree with you that the definition of courage is the freedom to do what we believe or think is correct. I agree with you. Thank you so much for your speech. And the next one, I will choose visited Toastmaster Kwayum, am I correct your name? Am I say your name correctly?
Yeah, you are, and I was not expected to be called upon directly as well. But never mind.
Okay.
I have been summoned, so yeah.
Okay, are
Bring
you
it on.
ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sure. Our second statement is, wait. Okay. Visitor Toastmaster Koyum, can you share the most challenging situation and how did you overcome that situation? Are you ready?
Before that, I would like to say I will not use the word of the day because I don't know the definition of the
yeah,
word.
that's fine.
Right? That should be
Okay.
fine, right?
Yes, that
I
should
would
be fine.
like to request for the timer in the first 30 seconds. Fellow leaders, enthusiast speakers, I believe that every single shoes that we wear every single days, it makes a lot of differences. We encounter a lot of things. It may be a challenge for every single one of us. It may be an opportunity for certain, and it may be a reason why it happens. And for me, the worst thing that ever happens to me, and I always bring it around, which is the failure leaders. I used to be who are like Toastmaster Salman today, which is the club president. I used to be. And that's happened when I was in my university years. I break my promise to all my immediate past presidents, to all my past presidents, by saying that I am going to make the club as a president distinguished, but I did not manage to get it. Instead, I only get 3 out of 10. And yeah, truth to be told, I was depressed, I was stressed. I cut off all my communications to all of my area director, to my division director, and even worse, to all my own friend who are Toastmasters at the same time. And yeah, how do I overcome that challenge? And how do I still standing here today speaking to all of you? To me, I take it as a lesson to learn, as a thing to remember.
I think Toastmaster Koyum is lagging, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we wait another seconds waiting? Okay, I think we should move. Okay, yeah. Hi, Toastmaster Koyum.
Am I?
Yes, you are audible and visible now, but before you are lagging. Perhaps you can continue your speech today and now.
And that's make me feels like it's okay to fail, and it's also okay for us to restart. Fellow enthusiast speakers, ladies and gentlemen, what have you done today and failed? Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kayum. Definitely, I'm definitely agree with you because failure is part of our life. But the most important thing is what we learn from that failure. Yeah, thank you so much. So the next one, I will choose guess Philip. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Can you turn on your camera and up for this challenge?
Yeah, actually, I'm not having my camera right now because yeah, I have external camera, but I don't bring it. I forgot to bring it.
Oh, okay. That's never mind. Do you want to try this challenge?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So the next statement or question. Okay. Visited guest Philip, do you know Meghan Markle? Before I ask you this.
Yeah, I have heard, but I don't know much about Meghan Markle. I just know
Okay.
she's wife of Prince Harry, right?
Who?
She is wife of Prince Harry, right?
Yes, correct. Okay, that's enough, I think. So, guess Philip, if you were Meghan Markle, how do you find courage when facing bad or bad news publication?
Wait, I don't know a lot about Meghan Markle, so I don't know the point of view of Meghan Markle.
Okay, never mind. Okay, I will choose another topic. So, guess Philip, what is the thing that you afraid to achieve? And don't forget to use the word of the day, fortitude. Are you ready now?
All right.
Yes, you are. Okay, the time is now.
Wait, can I see one more time the questions?
I will read it to you, guess Philip. So the statement is, or the question is, what is the thing that you afraid to achieve?
All right.
What is the thing that you afraid to achieve?
Okay, thank you very much for your questions. So what? Okay, so last semester. Okay, actually, I'm a student in Jakarta, and right now I'm in the 5th semester. And last semester, I was like afraid to try to achieve like a scholarship like that because I don't think that I am capable for it. And also the competitors are also very good students. So I don't commit myself and I just forget it. And now I regret not to take the chance, not to take the opportunity to achieve the scholarships because you know, like my friend is just like me, not just like me, like an ordinary students can get the scholarships. So I just amazed. Well, I just miss for my friend. He could achieve that one, and I cannot just because I don't try. So I regret it until now. So I just want to share for you guys today. Don't be afraid of something that you think you cannot achieve, and just give it a try. And yeah, just keep persistent and keep fortitude. I think that's it for me. From me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guest Philip. So yeah, actually I relate with your story. So this is kind of a reminder for all of us here that if you want to try something, just give it a try. Never mind what is the result, just give it a try.
That's right.
Thank you so much. Okay, the next one, I will ask. Visited Toastmaster Su?
Yes.
Yes. Are you up for the challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. The next statement is.
Bye, the net of Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Which one scare you most? Asking someone out or doing bungee jumping? So which one does scare you most? Asking someone out or doing bungee jumping? Are you ready, Mrs. Toastmasters?
Yes, I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay, the screen is yours.
Okay. So yeah, first of all, thank you so much for this wonderful question, our table topic master. All right, asking someone out and Peggy jumping, those two things. So to be honest, both things brings excitement to me, first of all. So yeah, but if I have to choose only one thing among those two, I might choose Panky jumping because for this one is that I feel a little bit less scary than asking someone out. So for me, it's like I'm the person who don't really start that conversation. I'm really bad at that, and I don't really do that even with the very close ones of me. So this is the one thing that I might be really scared and freak out when I have to ask someone out. So imagine how could that be really, you know, difficult to ask someone out because we all are really not really familiar with how to do it, and some steps are really, for me it's like that part is kind of complicated, so I might not dare to touch it. So yeah, banky jumping might be better, but still that one for me, I am really afraid of height, so for that one would be really scary. But comparing to that, asking someone out, I will just choose banky jumping happily. So with that, back to you, our table topic master.
Okay, this is really fun. Thank you so much. So we have two things in common actually. I may not asking someone out, and I am afraid of hate. Thank you. Okay, the next one. Who's the lucky one? Yes, Maisha. Now you're smiling. Okay. Are you up for this challenge?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the next question. Do you find difficult to live with uncertainty? Do you find difficult to live with uncertainty? Okay, yeah, I think you are ready already. Okay, okay. Guess Maisha, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Mrs. Sari. So actually, from my perspective, I think living with uncertainty is, well, I can say it's kind of it can be exciting, but at the same time it can be frightening because sometimes what you have already planned is they don't actually go as you want it to be, as you plan it to be. But on the contrary, you have to plan for several things in your life, like your goals, your dreams, and etc. So I think it's not, I can say it's not really it's not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing as well. And because sometimes the uncertainty can, lead you to somewhere amazing, somewhere beautiful that, that just happens, that is out of your expectations, but it leads you to many great opportunities maybe. So I guess to conclude that living with uncertainty is something, yeah, right, not a bad thing, but not also a good thing. So back to you, Mrs. Sari.
Thank you, yes, Maisha. Yes, I also agree with you that uncertainty kind of not really a good or bad thing, but the most important thing is I think we should prepare or making a plan, or making a plan for our future, so we can make a tiny planning towards and achieve the goals. Thank you so much. So I think we still have time
Yeah, one more
One more.
speaker.
Oh, okay, one more speaker. Okay, so the last lucky. That's Master Ham. I think guess Moose. Are you there?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes, I'm picking the right.
Yeah, I expect that time is over, but all right.
Okay,
I
can
will
you
try,
turn
but
on?
I'm so sorry I cannot turn on my camera. So okay.
Oh, okay, okay, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
since you are the last one, you are the lucky speaker. Okay, so I will give you a statement. Okay. Guess Moose, do you believe this statement? Everyone has talent. What is rare is the courage to follow it to the dark places where it leads.
Time is me.
Okay, okay. I bet you already prepare. Okay, the time is now.
Yes. First, I would like to say thank you very much for this great opportunity. Yes, I really believe that our God give everybody talent. So, but depend on whether we will, let's say, like maximize our talent or not. Is it really depend on us? So, what we do is just to looking for our best to achieve whatever our target, because we never know what is the ending of our life. So sometimes, yeah, we don't know exactly what is our future, but what should we do is just focus to our plan and do our best in our lives. Only that. Sorry, thank you.
Thank you so much, Gasmos. Actually,
Yes.
that's quite a good statement, a good closing statement that I believe also everyone has a talent that given to us, and our part is to use it as much as you can for our goals and for our, I mean, society at large, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that the last wrap. And I will ask Toastmaster Alvin for time report. Are the speakers eligible to be voted? We have
Okay.
6 speakers.
There are 6 speakers and everyone is eligible. Congratulations.
Congratulations. So the next one, okay, Toastmaster Alvin already shared our speaker. So everyone, please choose your favorite table topic speaker by chatting privately to me through Zoom chat, and the winner will take another level for a table topic battle. So please chat your favorite speaker privately to me. Okay, okay. Yeah, very hard to choose. Okay, and I think I will give another 10 seconds for us to vote it, our favorite table topic speaker. Okay.
Please mind the time, yeah. 20 seconds remaining on this room.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, let me count. Okay. The cast ballot done. Okay, let me counting. Okay, okay. We got the winner. The winner, the table topic, the most favorite table topic speaker from room 1 is VCT Toastmaster Kayung. Congratulations! So we move
Okay.
to another level. Business Toastmaster Koyo.
Right. So we move to breakout rooms. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone.
And guests. Okay, so my topic is about three things in a good habit. So I think there are a few points that can be discussed here. First, I think the first point for good habits is that it must be beneficial for you, for yourself, and then if you can do it, and it is also beneficial for other people as well. It can be, and then the second one is about simple things. So a good habit can also be a simple things, such as maybe wake up early in the morning. It can be good for you, and then good for everybody else, that you can prepare yourself earlier and then help other people as well. And then the third point for a good habit is you must be patient to build a good habit, because a good habit cannot be built in just 1 day or 2 days. It needs time to make a good habit. So maybe you need around a month, 2 months, or maybe a year to make a good habit. And I think that is the challenge, right? In building a good habit, you must have the patience, the endurance, and the fortitude to build good habits. Okay, I think that is my talking point for today. Thank you, and I will bring it back to Toastmaster Hanny. Thank you.
Thank you, Guest Indra, for sharing. So remember, from Guest Indra is three things to create a good habit. It's wake up early in the morning, and then be patient or fortitude, and then endurance. So I will move for another speaker. Is here hello, Toastmaster Intan. Toastmaster Intan, are you there?
Yes, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible and visible.
Okay.
So here's your topic. This is visible, yeah, the screen. Okay. Tell your story from this picture.
Brushing teeth. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. From that picture, I suddenly remember my niece. And now I'm thinking how to teach her brushing teeth. I believe it's not an easy thing since she's just almost 1 month, not 1 month, a year by next month. And I think it takes a great fortitude to teach her about brushing teeth, because she's still baby and it needs tiny steps to teach her about brushing teeth. Whenever I will help her, by the way, her name is Kiara. Kiara, don't forget to brush your teeth. I think I will need a huge fortitude to help her and remind her of brushing teeth whenever she wants to go outside or before going to sleep. So my lovely niece, Kiara Aisyah Kamala Hayati, don't forget to brush your teeth, and it takes huge fortitude. Thank you.
Okay. By the way, may I know who is the Kiara?
Kiara actually my niece, my sister, daughter. Yeah.
How about your during in the child? When do you brushing teeth? When the old when we're young, you learn about brushing teeth?
I think 6 or 7, but it's not really a formal lesson, yeah. But yeah, I think 6 or 7 years, long back ago.
Nice try. Please send to Kiara. Send call me back to Kiara. Thank you. So I will move for another speaker. Is visiting Toastmaster Afnish. Hello, welcome in the SCBD
Hello.
Toastmasters Club.
I can see a girl brushing her teeth.
Oh, so when I will move next topic. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, this is your challenge.
Thank you.
It's time to write.
Time to write.
And then you try to create the sentence like you say gratitude things for today. After you deliver the speech by say gratitude, and then you just write it in your notebook like a journaling. But first, you may try to say gratitude today to us. Are you understand about it?
So, okay, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to give me to write something about gratitude. So it did happen that in the morning I was leaving home to come at the office, and I got a lift from someone. And he was very generous. And also, while coming at the office, I did write about that person's miraculous opportunity, because he gave me the chance like to come to reach office a bit early. And it was very helpful, because normally it's very from my place of like where I reside and coming to office, it's a bit like it's very far. So I got the opportunity to come to have a taxi at the right time, at the right moment. And I really applaud that person fortitude, because he gave me the opportunity to reach office early for maybe about 2 months, because I'm already late for office. And it's a very privilege, like some people show really great fortitude, because maybe it gave them satisfaction, and it can bring very like positive things to another being. So over to you.
Okay, thank you for sharing to us for your gratitude today that you help and then you meet the person that fortitude and you bring you income office. Don't forget, after you deliver the speech today and say gratitude to us, just try to write it in your notebooks perhaps.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Actually, I'm in my office. It's a bit difficult to talk. I'm not at the comfort of my home, so there was someone just barging in when I was speaking. It was a bit uncomfortable, like to perform well. Sorry for this impromptu. Over to you.
No worries. Thank you, Toastmaster Afnish. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me share the screen. Okay, the next speaker is we have Guest Dea. Hello, Guest Dea.
Hello, hello. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello. Happy morning.
Happy morning. Welcome in SCBD Toastmasters Club. And here's your topic. Wait a minute. Okay. Always deliver more than expected by Larry Page.
Always deliver more than expected.
1 until 2 minutes. The stage is yours.
Okay, so well, what it will become to my mind about was to deliver first. I forgot. It's just like what is it so important that you have to do the most, especially on your work, to deliver your work. So well, just prioritize that your work that you need to deliver today, because that is a deadline. Then you should manage your schedule and make it on time, on deliver. So my fortitude is can deliver my work on time. Thank you.
By the way, you still have a time. Do you want to add more related your work?
I lost. No, thank you. I lost of any idea. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing to us, Miss Dea. It's okay. So, thank you for trying.
Ya. Gue lupa tadi topiknya. Oh.
Okay, thank you for sharing. We move to the next speaker is Halo, Toastmaster Dini. Are you there? Sir Dini? Okay, I think I will move ya. Sir Dini? Okay, I will
So
move.
I have to.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Danny. Yes, Danny. Okay. So this is your topic. Wait a minute.
Let's discuss.
This is your topic. Face your fears and chase your dreams, and dance like no one's watching. This is song from Anthem Lights.
Right. So I could have imagined chase your. I could have get my life, chase your dreams, and chase and bring it for the future, for thinking about the every particular futures inside of our head, of my head, of this. Do what exactly you must be, it go onward for the future, onward for the futures and the motivations. Motivation, what we have to do. So you do, what do you think? What I think, it's gonna be like the entrepreneur, the entrepreneur, and watching and get entrepreneur as a graphic designer, and now my house will be overwatched, and keep overwatch as my good habits if I do so. Look around, look all the ground house to watch for look at look at all the kittens, all the rooms for what we had. We had it too. Something's kind of like a habit. I do believe in 20. Do believe I could have better, and for the like the activities in the morning, like do kind of the exercise and take a and do what everything do what I should be take a bath and take a showers and helping for grandmothers and parents, all these parents at my house. That is what I had to be routine in my whole day life. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, so
All my activity. Can you still hear my voice?
yes, I'm sorry, just a little bit. Okay, do you want to continue?
Yeah, it is me. It is, yes, it is. And there will be, yeah, it is myself. It is myself. You can hear my voice now. I'm in the phone. You hear me? You?
Yes.
Yes. I have to trust. I have to trust every one of you too. I want you to.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, Danny, for sharing to us. Yeah, thank you for sharing. So we move. Yes.
I hope you'll get my job as a designer.
Yes.
Everyone can be praying for me so I can apply other job able to apply the job as well as I can
Okay. I think this time is already done. Thank you, Danny, for sharing to us. So we move to the next speaker. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so here this topic, and I will move to the next speaker is Yes, Wono. Hello, Yes, Wono. Hello, Yes, Wono. Do you want to try? Yes, Wono. Yeah. Okay, so I will move to the Hello, Toastmaster Cindy.
Hello, Toastmaster.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to try?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, I want to try.
Okay. So we move to the next topic is this is your topic. Take a deep breath, relax, and imagine yourself exactly as you wish to be by Brian Tracy. Stage is yours.
All right. I am personally a person with a high neuroticism, which means I am easily nervous and anxious all the time. To cope up with my anxiety, it's really important for me to notice the triggers and when of all time. Taking a deep breath and take a slow step really helps me to rethink everything and to rethink the trigger, reevaluate, and help me to evaluate the triggers to help me to reduce my neuroticism. In the future, I would like to practice more the way to reduce and prevent neuroticism, as I am going to work in a fast-paced environment. Thank you. So back to you, Toastmaster Hanny.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Cindy. So I think the time is over. Please send to me by who is the most favorite tabletop speaker in this room. Just please send to the direct message to me. There are oh yeah, how about Toastmaster Uyun? Who is the eligible?
Yes, everyone is eligible to be voted. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, there are some of Toastmaster Cindy, Toastmaster Afnish, Guest Indra, and Denny, Toastmaster Intan, and Guest Dea. So please send who is the most favorite. Send your most favorite table topics. I'm sorry.
Send your
Send to
the room's over. Are we gonna get cut off? Yes, there you are.
Yes, I'm sorry, my connection is lost. So please send to me who is the most favorite tabletop speaker. Send direct message to me. Please use your name. Come again. Come again.
Back.
Okay. So please, Toastmaster Hanny, to welcome back to the main room. So our next session will be the battle from room 1 versus room 2. All right, Toastmaster Hanny.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. Hello, everybody, everyone. So I think this is for the battle from who is the most favorite in table topic room 1 and room 2. So I will call Toastmaster Sari. Please mention who is the
Okay, the most favorite table topic speaker from room 1 is visitor Toastmaster Koyum.
Sorry, Toastmaster who?
Visitor Toastmaster Koyum.
Okay, visiting Toastmaster Koyum. Okay, congratulations, Toastmaster Koyum. And I will mention who is the most favorite table topic speaker in room 2 is, congratulations, Toastmaster Intan. Hello, Toastmaster Intan. Please spotlight both of Toastmaster Intan and Toastmaster Koyum here. This is Toastmaster Intan. Toastmaster Intan. And okay, because tonight will be battle, I have one of the topic of its now. Wait a minute. I have the topic is Toastmaster Koyum. Do you want to be pros or contra?
This is where I would like to say ladies come first.
Sorry, Toastmaster Hanny, you decide who is pro and who is contra.
Sorry, Toastmaster Koyum, you will as a Rose and Toastmaster Intan. Where is Toastmaster Intan?
I didn't see him. Intan.
Let's lost connection.
Yeah.
Can we move to another alternative or?
Okay. Your
how about
second.
second choice? Okay. Okay. I said alternative name in room 2 is guest Denny. Hello, guest Denny. Guest Denny, are you there? Okay. Guest Denny. So you will do the table topic battle today versus Toastmaster Koyo. And Toastmaster Koyo is as a pros and Denny as a cons. Okay. Your topic
What's
is
the count?
yes. The topic is oh, in general, yeah. Duty is paid.
No.
Duty is paid. Is for Toastmaster Koyo as a pros and for and for Denny is beauty is nature as a cons. Are you get it? That the topic?
The topic is beauty. Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain, and
Wait.
it is
Okay, can I?
It's kind of easy to the topic, please. Yeah, I don't need these big topics.
Okay,
I need to change.
then you go first, yeah.
I could have to go first. In earlier I came to be the pain. The pain is a beauty. The beauty is a pain. The painful. The painful. How can be unrejected? Viewing entire is all the disaster. It can't be disaster. Don't think what could be painful. That beauty cannot be getting hurt, like getting that women hurt that women's things. And far looking for the painful as a face, the lots of faces and the environment faces and for all the bodies, the bodies, all the environments that could be worse. So worse. It's time in time to be time. It's from time to be times. In times in a point of instinct. That what cannot be overthinking. And the natures, you have to look around. You are look around about your places. The places it's not gonna dirty and clean and legit, and please to look around for the beauty heavens and the environment, the beauty environments, like all the mountains and the mountain climbing hills that will, and the beauty places of women, and by day, the nature, the natural is a for the environment from out there, from the climb the hills and the mountains and the trees and the grasp of the piece by piece, the piece from out there for the atmosphere. It gives you some some beautiful fresh air by God, by the God. It gives you some good
Hello, Mr. Dan. Hello, Danny.
environment. I think that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you
That's
for
all,
sharing. Yeah, thank you for sharing.
everybody.
So you choose the beauty is breathe more than being nature than pain. So okay, how about Toastmaster Kayo? You choose the pros. Beauty is a pain. Then beauty is a nature. The stage is yours.
Greetings, beautiful and handsome faces in the room. Raise your hand if you always listen to the phrase, beauty is pain. And that's, fellow beautiful people, where I could say we are in the same boat. As I told my fellow members in the room just now, I was the failure leaders and I embrace those fails. I make it as a lesson learned. I make it as a challenge and opportunity for me to grow bigger and better. And yes, it takes endless hours. It takes endless years. Me, myself, as a Toastmasters, 6 years and never reach like what our speaker have to do today, which is soon to be dangerous talking machine. And with that, fellow friends, it will be a very honor for me to tell you that beauty is pain is something that I encountered today. I feel it because 6 years being a Toastmasters, and this year I have decided to myself, the distinguished Toastmaster, it will be mine. And how was that? By having myself to be out of my comfort zone and make a Facebook page for me to tell everybody that speaking is not just about talking. It's about story that we have. It's about network that we built. And it's all about back to basic, what we learned something new today. And fellow friend, ladies and gentlemen, beauty is pain, yeah, and beauty is nature. Might not be say that because I was heard Tasik Titiwangsa is a man-made lake and it's beautiful too. With that, what have you done today to become beauty? Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Okay, thank you for sharing. So we learned from Toastmaster Koryong is a different perspective related to beauty is a pain. So if you want to become a success, that you will need more extra, and then you become a painless first, and then you will grow and later. Thank you for sharing. So I think. Okay, so we already have the report yet, Toastmaster Uyun. Eligible is Toastmaster Doyo and Destiny is ineligible. So I think we already have announced who is the most favorite table topic speaker tonight. Okay, so just okay, Toastmaster Sari has already shared the poll.
Okay, right. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hanny. Okay, you're still muted.
Yes. Okay. So I think we can wait the voting yet. Toastmaster Alvin.
Okay, we move on to next session.
Thank you.
Okay, right. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Hanny, for leading the table topic battle as well as table topic master in the breakout room 2. Now, this is your session, everybody. Please open your camera because we will capture the moment today, right? So please turn on your camera, prepare for your best expression of the day, right? Thank you. Please turn on your camera very quick. This will be history for today. Okay, okay. Camera on, camera on. All right. Okay, I will count. I take 2 pictures. This is the first one. 3, 2, 1. Yee. Okay, thank you. Now, please give your next pose your more expressive face. Okay, more expressive. Okay, now I'm counting from 3, 2, 1. Click. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for your best photo of the day. Okay, now that's it for the second session. Now let's move on to our last session, the heart of Toastmaster. That's the way, my favorite session. Probably you favorite as well, because here is why you can improve. So I will move the control to our GE, Toastmaster Donna. Please, Toastmaster Donna, screen is yours.
All right. What a night. So thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. I'd like to give you my evaluation for the night, or should we start with the with my team first? I'll start, and we'll go ahead first. Yeah.
Yeah, you call the first evaluator Toastmaster.
Oh, excuse me, goodness. All right. So, all right. I'd like to call our very first evaluator for tonight. And
yes,
that is
hello.
Toastmaster Agung. Thank you very much. Screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Donna. Am audible, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Great. Toastmaster Ayu. Thank you so much for the encouragement from your speech, yeah, because I once experienced negativity myself while working. And after hearing your speech, it helps me to endure my bad memories back then with a fortitude. Now, moving on to the evaluation, because I focus on evaluating your vocabulary and body language while you speech. What I love about your speech are, first, using effective gestures. You use effective gestures to describe the message you want to convey. For example, you utilized your sharing the paper in the opening. It was very engaging, right? And also at the middle of your speech, when you said you look so fat, but you didn't say like you look so fat, but you said like you look so fat. It was very offensive way. So that's why we are getting the emotion that you would like to convey at this case. So, ladies and gentlemen, those gestures, I would like you to learn from Toastmaster Ayu that those gestures were very purposeful, so that I could feel, or you can also feel the emotion as if you were on that situation too, right? And then the second point that I love about you is that not only could you describe the situation with a good gesture, but also you were perfectly set the tone and volume. For example, when you said you are stupid with a high tone, you are stupid, I love that. Again, it conveys the message. And then the third point is you manage your eye contact to camera skillfully. As myself, I have the weakness to, like, sometimes I look at outside the camera, look at there. I want to learn from you so that I can do this like just to stick to the camera, or even when you have to look at your notes, but then after that you can stick to the camera again. To make yourself better in your speech next time, I would like to suggest you 2 points. One, make sure or challenge yourself to use the lower note or tone when you speak. Sometimes we need a lower tone as well when hearing something, right? And the second one is try to make pauses in the middle of some sentences so that we as audience can digest your emotion and also the message that you would like to convey. Overall, that was a good speech, so I'd like to give the control to Madam GE. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Toastmaster Agung, for the great evaluation. For Toastmaster Ayu. Second of all, we have evaluating Toastmaster Septi. We have Toastmaster Andika, please. All right, screen is yours.
Fortitude allows us to face our fear and conquer it. It seems that Toastmaster Septi was very comfortable in delivering her speech, and she didn't show any fear at all. And she kept smiling and maintained her pace of speech. And the speech structure was logical, so it was easy for us to understand what she meant. She started to engage the audience by showing public figures. And then she engaged the audience to type in the chat box to answer a question on whether leadership is directly related to the position. And she explained some types of leadership and how she uses the leadership style. She also explained about tips about the WIN mindset, what I need mindset, and the 3 factors to determine how to use the leadership style: environment, people, and role. And we also see that her slide is clean and it is easy to follow. So I like the way you deliver your speech. It seems that you are mastering the content. And what I'd like you to improve, what I can offer you for as a suggestion, is how you manage the time. I remember, because this WIN mindset is actually part of your title, and I believe that this is the meat of your speech, but you have 2 minutes remaining. So it's like less than half of your speech. If I may suggest to, I think, reduce the introduction, but then you put more time in explaining what is really WIN mindset is. Because I think the concept is new, what I need mindset, right? So the title is very catchy, WIN mindset. So I believe that the audience would like to hear more if you have time to elaborate. And also, I noticed that your slide stopped at what is her leadership style. So basically, having visual aids, it is actually helping us to understand your speech better, especially for the audience who likes visual learning, for example, myself. So if you can put more information on your slides, especially the WIN mindset and the 3 factors how to determine to use the leadership style, it will be great. It will complete your presentation. And then also for the future speech, I would like to challenge you to be a little bit more farther from the camera and then use all of your body, at least a half of your body, and then use all the gesture to make or to emphasize the main points of the speech. I believe that we can only see, I think, most of your head and a little bit of your shoulder. If you can move a little bit farther, and then it will be very dynamic in presenting. So I would love to see your future speech, and congratulations, Toastmaster Septi. Back to you, G.
All right, thank you very much, Toastmaster Andika. And now, evaluating our immediate past president is our current president, Toastmaster Salman. Toastmaster Salman, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Madam GE. It's quite ironic that the better we are at something, the worst to actually get on facing failures. So like Toastmaster Garda said, sometimes you have to take a step back, like a catapult, so we can launch further and better in life. So congratulations, Toastmaster Garda, for finishing your 4th icebreaker. That was something really, really amazing for us to have here. And as usual, I have some several things that I'd like to share about your speech. First, I love how you always excel at the technical points of the speech. You have an attention-grabbing opening. You have a very engaging eye contact. Your gesture, your vocal clarity, everything is top-notch. It's like all the technical aspect of a speech is done quite perfectly. It's like almost like listening to Mozart playing piano, the way you deliver your speech. So it's for all of us here to learn. And also the story, the content that you deliver, it's also very interesting. The story flows naturally with an impeccable twist that makes it very interesting for us to follow. And of course, the lesson learned is very valuable, especially at this time when we face a lot of crisis, climate crisis, financial crisis. Don't be afraid. Sometimes failure happen. Step back, launch. Very simple. But of course, there's still things that I would like, that I think it would be better if you work on it. Specifically the structure of your speech, although it's very good, but I lost a little bit of the trail of thought when you mentioned that when you are a kid, you are actually a high performer, and then you go to college and you graduate as a top 5. But then 2 years ago, 2 years later, you actually fail at something. And then you take back all the way back that it's because when you are a kid, you are not used to failure. Although it's logically sound, but when you deliver it, somehow I feel like it's missing. It's a little bit far-fetched and hard to believe that there's actually a casualty there. Perhaps if you can explore the structure on how to deliver that particular point better, to be easier to follow, I think it will be a better speech overall. And lastly, what I would like to challenge, what would I like Toastmaster to challenge himself is, so this is related to my earlier point that you are always impeccable, you are always very perfect and charming, but sometimes I think it's a little bit good to be vulnerable. Like in the speech, I don't think you don't even elaborate the failure that you have, not too much at least. And I think it will be much more interesting, like if you open up more, show us your feeling, cry even, it will be more powerful, more impactful, and it will support your points better. I think that's all from me, Toastmaster Garda, but overall, very good job. Thank you very much for sharing. Back to you, Madam G.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Salman. All right, for our time, our Toastmaster unit are all evaluators eligible to be voted?
Yes, all are eligible to be voted.
All right, that being said, there we are. You can now cast your votes right on the link on the chat box. All right, so now we are on to the grammarian report. Miss Grammarian, are you here tonight? Toastmaster Deta, are you there? Hi, Toastmaster Deta. Okay, we're gonna go on to.
Yes, move on to
Yes. Okay, so our visiting Toastmaster, Sueshin, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you present your ADBOD report, please?
Of course, thank you. Thank you so much, our general evaluator, Toastmaster Donna Nabila. So yeah, I am here with my complete art counter report, and I'm so happy. And also, yeah, I'm gonna give you some part time. So whenever you hear you are using a lot of self practice, just mind it, okay? So let's start with our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Alvin. He used all right 4 times, okay 8 times, R 2 times, so 5 times, right 3 times. And also he used word of the day 4 times. So congratulations. And then moving on to our speaker 1, speaker 2. Oh, okay. So I don't tell them. So let's go to our evaluator 1, Toastmaster Agong. He used 4 times, 6 times, like 2 times, so 2 times. And then our evaluator 2, Toastmaster Adiakar, he used so 9 times and 4 times, right 2 times, it is 2 times. And then our evaluator 3, Toastmaster Salman, he used sorry 1 time, 3 times, so 4 times, 3 times. And then our general evaluator, she used all right 6 times, 2 times, 2 times, so 3 times. And then moving on to second page, our speaker 3 used okay 4 times, 1 time, and okay so 2 times. And then table topic master 1, Toastmaster Sari, she used 8 times, 28 times, so 8 times, and okay 12 times. And then table topic speaker 1, Toastmaster Desi Natalia used 8 times, 3 times, 2 times, so 3 times, I think 2 times. And table topic speaker 3, Toastmaster Philip used okay 3 times, 7 times, so 5 times, and 3 times. Table topic speaker 4, Toastmaster Sue used 3 times, all right 2 times, so 2 times, so 3 times, 1 time, and really 4 times. Moving on to third page. Table topic speaker 5 used table topic speaker 5, Toastmaster Misha used 11 times, so 3 times, 3 times. Table topic speaker 6 in room 1, our guest must use yes 3 times, 8 times, 2 times, so 2 times. And then another table topic master 2, she used 8 times, so 3 times, okay 8 times, 3 times. And moving on to Toastmaster Danish, he used 3 times. And moving on to fourth page, the last but not the least, this is congratulations who used word of the day. So starting from Toastmaster table topic speaker 1, Toastmaster Desi used word of the day 42 times. And then our table topic master 1, Sari, she used 8 times, word of the day 8 times she used it. Congratulations, and you are the champion. Table topic speaker 3, Toastmaster Philip used 1 time. And then our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Elfin used 4 times. How Tracy, is that all? Nah. We have 3 persons who got 5 stars from me. Do you want to know who are they? Speaker 1, Toastmaster Ayu. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Septi. And table topic speaker Toastmaster Choir, they got 5 stars. Congratulations to the winner, to these people, 3 people got 5 stars, and all the people who used word of the day. So now everyone, I would like to invite you all, please unmute yourself and let's say together, word of the day 42. I will count 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1.
42.
42.
So much. You all have the 42 to use word of the day tonight. With that, back to our general evaluator.
All right. Thank you very much for such an energetic report, Toastmaster Session. Okay, so we're gonna start with the ballot counter first.
No. Grammarian first.
Okay, grammarian first, right? Okay, I'd like to stop share.
I'm back. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you for the glitch before. I'm sorry I cannot turn my camera on because I'm on the way right now. So I would like to share my screen first. Yeah, now it's reconnecting. Okay, so generally I found that everyone did a great job and delivered all the speeches very well. I just identified some grammatical error. Wait, it's still connecting. Okay, I'll just use this. Okay, so First of all, I heard that some of you say that your report are trash. I think it would be better that you can put it your reports are trash if you are still going to use the R as a to be. But if you are want to indicate that your report is just a singular, then we can use your report is trash. And then for the next, I heard that someone say don't take it everything personally. It would be better if it said don't take things personally, or don't take everything personally, or don't take it personally. So it would be better if we do not mix it up between it and everything. We can just okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you for your help. So do not don't use it and everything at the same time, and in the same sentence we can choose between those two. And for the third is that I heard you can't control if someone having. I think it would be better if you say that you can control if someone is having la 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 la. I might have made some mistake in this, so I think it would be great if you guys do the cross check on the if clausal, whether my identification is right or wrong. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Yeah, I also found that someone is saying, I'm the first time. It would be much better if we say it like I'm the first one. Or if you want to use the first time, we can say it like this is my first time, or I'm on my first time, something like that. And then I also heard that someone said, am I say your name correctly? It would be better if we say it, am I saying, or would be much better, am I spelling your name correctly? And then something blah 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 that ever happens to me. It would be better if it is said la 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 that ever happened to me, because we can use the perfect tense with verb 3 on the verb. And then I also heard let me counting. It would be better let me count. And for the last one is beauty is a pain. I heard someone say that. And since pain is an adjective and not a noun, so it doesn't need a article in the front of it. So we can just say beauty is pain. I think that's all. And I have one more slide. So when I was looking for illustration, I found it, and I think it's suit with our theme today. Although maybe we might still find some errors or some room for improvements, but I believe we can take small steps, and one small step at a time will lead to the success and to the goals that we want to accomplish at the beginning. And that's all from me. Thank you so much, and very sorry I can turn my camera back to you, G.
All right. Thank you very much to our grammarian Toastmaster Detta. Safe journey home. All right. So, this is our very awaited moment, much awaited moment. Our ballot counter, Toastmaster Cindy, will give us the results for tonight. Drum roll, drum roll. Toastmaster Cindy?
Sorry, it is your report first, Toastmaster Donna, SG.
Oh goodness, apologies. Okay, friends. All right. Hi, gang. It is me. What's up? Okay, so as general evaluator, I am going to give you my report. And if I may, I'm going to share my screen. All right. Well, I don't have to. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with the pluses. Our acting SIA for tonight, Toastmaster Agung, kept the energy really going for the early comers earlier tonight. And I'm glad that the session is starting and looks like it's going to end on time. Second of all, I'm really happy that the organizers for tonight are quick on their feet to adjust for an availability of participants. And we're really happy to see that the president still introduces Toastmasters really clearly for the guests. And of course, we have a really punny opening from our Toastmaster of the meeting tonight, Toastmaster Alvin, with his funny equations. And I also really appreciate the swift switching between speakers. It's really fast and really live. You have a really live feel to it. The room splitting also went smoothly, and the room is timed to avoid late rooms. As for the notes for our room of improvement, I think we should try to double spotlight the timer, because when you raise hands, sometimes it's not visible in speaker view, and that can sometimes hinder so thank you for during table topics. It's a little hard, especially that we have 2 rooms, but if we have crowd issues and we're kind of wary about stopping for the time, I think we should be a little more it's okay to put a foot down in order for us to move on. And lastly, I'm gonna keep myself in check and acknowledge that I didn't introduce the evaluation session in order, and for that I apologize. But other than that, that's it. That's all I have for tonight. So back to you, Tom.
Okay, thank you, evaluation team, the heart of Toastmaster. And because of that, you sure there is something you can be improved every single week. And of course, you have something to empower more, right? Okay, now here is the moment of truth. The ballot counter Hall of Fame announcement. Okay. Here it is. Oops. Right. Hall of Fame SCBD Toastmasters, 16 September 2022. Who is the best prepared speech? Here we go. Toastmaster Garda. Congratulations, Toastmaster Garda.
Woohoo!
Yeah! And the most favorite table topic session. Who it is? Toastmaster Kayum from Toyhan Toastmaster Club. Yay!
Woohoo! Yay!
Thank you for coming as well. And last but not least, here it is. The most favorite evaluator. Dang, 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 dang. Toastmaster Salman. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Yeah!
Okay. And that's it. Thank you for coming again. Please come again and again and again. And here is our contact, Toastmaster Hanny, our Vice President of Membership. And to close this, stick with it. Keep doing it. Don't quit. Yeah, stick with it. Tiny steps still take you there. That's all for me, Toastmaster of the meeting. Can see you again next week. And I will give the control back to our Mr. President, Toastmaster Sam.
Thank you, Tom, Toastmaster Alvin, for running the session very well. And of course, all the role takers, you all did such a great job tonight to make this cold night feels more wonderful and feel warm in my heart. So before we end this meeting, I actually have a few announcements to make. Okay, are you guys ready? It's a It's only simple set announcement, don't worry. First, the schedule for future hybrid and offline meeting. We are going to have mini offline session at Wall Street English WCT. So of mini offline session, meaning that there will be only one prepared speech and it's only for 1.5 hours. And most of the time will be spent by doing table topic sessions. The registration for this session will be shared on the group. So if you are interested to join, feel free to register on the form. And for the next hybrid session, we actually have last week, we have the first hybrid session on this term. And there's some positive things, there's some things that we need to improve, but of course, we are not going to give up. We have fortitude to make this thing even better every month. And the next one will be on 14 October 2022. So if you are available at the time, please come. We're going to have fun together, both online and offline. And now also important is that we are entering the membership renewal period. So membership dues payment for the next renewal period, which is October to March, are already open. So please make your payment before 30th September 2022. What happened if you haven't paid by that time? So essentially, for a while, temporarily, you will not be able to take roles and you will not be able to conduct prepared speech. But of course, you are still very welcome at every our meetings. You will still be able to be a table topic speaker. So no worries. Take your time, but please, but please continue. Yeah, let's have fun together. The more detail on this will be shared on the group as well by Toastmaster Hanny. And also very important, our own immediate past president, Toastmaster Garda, is going to have an offline expert session, which is with the theme Getting Things Done with Good Time Management. So it will be conducted offline on 19th September, which is Monday at 6 p.m. at Wall Street English Living Word. If you want to come, feel free to come. So as you might see, we have a little bit of partnership here with Wall Street English, mostly on speakers and venue. Hopefully it will benefit the club for future. And that's all the announcement from me. We still have like 7 minutes before the time is over. So I would like to have a little chit chat with Guest Adele. Are you there? Guest Adele? Guest Adele, are you still there? Okay. Don't think she's in front of the laptop for a while. So I will call upon Toastmaster Cindy. Hello, Toastmaster Cindy. Visiting Toastmaster Cindy all the way from Polonia. Yeah. Hello.
Hi, thank you so much for the introduction, Toastmaster Salman. I really like your new format. I've been to your previous meeting as a guest, I guess 3 months ago, and I see there is a huge improvement on your meeting format, and I think splitting table topics in 2 rooms is more engaging than before because everyone get a chance to participate. Overall, I really like your new format. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for visiting Toastmaster Sandy. I'm glad you like the format. So it's actually very new, but this is the 3rd time we actually try this, yeah, Toastmaster Alvin. And thankfully, I think at this session we finally get the formula right and managed to do everything on time while having the engagement at maximum, at the optimum level as well. So visiting Toastmaster Cindy, if you are ever in Jakarta, don't hesitate to come to our offline meeting, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Cindy. So we also have guest Desi. Hi, guest Desi. Hi.
Hello. Yes. Hello.
Is this your first time at the Toastmaster meeting, at the Toastmaster session?
Yes, this is my first time.
So how do you feel? How do you feel on your first Toastmaster meeting here in SCBD Toastmasters Club?
Okay. So yeah, since this is my first time, then I just observe, and then I saw that There are a lot of things to learn, especially in public speaking. I'm sorry, I think my connection is quite bad today, so somehow I felt some freezing here. People feeling.
We can still hear you. Just this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, yes, there are a lot of.
Okay, unfortunately, she's gone. A lot of bad connection tonight, yeah. But thank you, guys. I hope. Oh, here she comes.
Oh,
Okay, good.
sorry.
It's okay. Thank you, guest Desi, for your visit, and I hope you have a great time tonight. And what you will what you will experience if you come to our meeting next week is that how fast you will progress on leveling up your public speaking skill just by visiting us, just by trying a double topic session. Just 2 minutes every week can do a lot of wonder to your public speaking skills. So I hope can come again and come again and come again and might be become a member sometimes. Feel free, yeah.
Sure, I hope so. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guest Desi. Okay,
Yes.
I guess that is about all for tonight. So we are going to open the room for the next 1 or 2 hours. So if you want to stay to ask more about Toastmasters, some of us are going to stay here to have a chit chat. So with the power of vested on me as the club president, I hereby conclude this meeting with a clap. Thank you, everyone. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Thank you. Happy weekend.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Weekend happy. Thank you.
Happy weekend.